Hey DanishTubers, welcome back to my channel. On DanishTube, it's all about the people, you, the viewers, the learners. In this week's podcast episode, an edition of Modtale, we covered this topic, but I wanted to make a video where I go into a little bit more detail. So we're going to unpack the differences between the Danish words Mennesker, Personer, Falk, and man. Grab your Danish notebook and stay to the end because I'm going to test you to make sure you're paying attention. DanishTube. Let's start with Mennesker. This word is like the big umbrella that covers all of humanity, no matter what your nationality, beliefs, background, you are a human being. It's the biological species that is humans. For example, jeg et menneske af kød og blod. I am a human of flesh and blood, as you are, I assume. I will also assume that you are et godt menneske, meaning a good person, rather than a dårligt menneske, meaning a bad person. Der mange mennesker i byen i dag, meaning there are a lot of people in the city today. Personer. Now, let's zoom in on the word personer. Firstly, rather than describing if somebody is morally good or morally bad, like with mennesker, you might simply use persona to describe people among a lot of other people. What I mean is prominente personer, such as kendte personer, or historiske personer, or royale personer, or just people among people. For example, jeg kender mange personer på baren, meaning I know a bunch of people at the bar. The words mennesker and personer start to blend when we acknowledge the achievements or accomplishments of an individual. For example, han en meget inspirerende person, meaning he is a very inspiring person. Bonus usage, person is also used when talking about how many people can get into a car or an elevator, or when talking about a trip for two, a table for two, or how much something should cost per person, etc. Det koster kun 125 kroner per person, meaning it only costs 125 kroner per person. That is my ongoing rolling Danish course. If you're looking to learn Danish, paper class, no binding, Mondays and Wednesdays, beginner class, 7 p.m. Danish time. Tuesdays and Thursdays, intermediate classes, 7 p.m. Danish time. Fridays, 5 p.m. Danish time. It's a mixed class. Now let's move on to Falk. Firstly, this word represents a collective group of people that share common traits such as nationality, ethnicity, culture, or language. Det danske folk elsker rugbrød, meaning the Danish people love rye bread. A relatable word is befolkningen, the population. But we can also think of folk as an anonymous group of people, often used when generalizing about something without specific people in mind. I used mennesker when talking about people that I knew at the bar. With folk, the people are often faceless, and you're not including yourself as a part of what's being said. For example, folk kan ikke lide at vente i lang tid, meaning people don't like waiting for a long time. Bonus word. In Denmark, folket means the people and reflects the unity and togetherness of community. It encompasses the rich tapestry of a nation's identity. Imagine the joyous atmosphere during events like Danmarks nationality, where folket samler sig, meaning the people come together to celebrate their shared history and cultural traditions. Finally, let's talk about the word man, which doesn't mean a man. You need to add a D for it to mean that. This word is also used to express a general and unspecified person, but this time you might include yourself in the broader context. When we say, man skal ikke komme for sent på arbejde, meaning you mustn't be late for work, we're referring to a general truth that applies to any individual. In Danish, man allows us to address common experiences and provide advice or observations that apply universally. Man må ikke bande i kirken, meaning one mustn't swear in church. You know, in modern English, it can sound kind of proper to use the word one in this way. In modern colloquial English, we prefer to use the word you. However, in Danish, man is the correct way to talk about people in general and the ideas that we all share. If I was to say, du må ikke bande i kirken, that would sound like I'm speaking to you very specifically, like you're not allowed to do it, but we are. Du må ikke, men vi må. So, whether you're referring to mennesker, personer, folk, or man, the Danish language offers us nuanced ways to express our thoughts on humanity, collectivity, and individuality. I've had the privilege of speaking with wonderful Danes, people from all over the world, and the Danish language beautifully captures the essence of being human. That wraps up our exploration of these Danish words. Almost. Now is the time to test yourself. But remember, language is a gateway to understanding different cultures and perspectives. Its main use is to be able to communicate. So, although I'm going to test you a little bit, don't get hung up on right and wrong. Just be open to learning new things. Mennesker, personer, folk og man har så travlt med at poste på de sociale medier. Vi skal huske, at vi alle er og fortjener kærlighed og respekt. Jeg har mødt mange seje gennem de sociale medier. Hvad har dyr og til fælles? Prøv at se de gamle, der bader i havet. Hvor mange kan være med i båden? De danske er kendt for deres gæstfrihed. Det er også så langt ude, at næsten ingen kan forstå, hvordan det er sket. Vil jeg tro, at det faktisk var koldt. So, how did it go? Leave your comments below and let me know. I should be a rapper, what's going on? Tak for denne gang. Thanks for now. Og vi ses i den næste video. DanishTube.